blog or get the print version delivered to your mailbox, you can rest assured you'll receive factual news and biblically sound commentary. Find out more today at afa.net/The Stand.
This is American Family Radio, a listener-supported ministry of the American Family Association.
American Family News, I'm Rusty Pugh. The U.S. is imposing tariffs on nearly all countries that don't already have trade agreements. Jenny Casola reports.
New tariff rates have been set for dozens of countries to take effect on August 7th. Tariffs on Canada have been set at 35%. The White House cites Canada's failure to help curb illicit drug imports to the U.S. Switzerland will be required to pay a 39% tariff. Serbia and Iraq will be charged 35%. Countries with U.S. trade surplus will pay 10%. Mexico and the U.S. have agreed to a 90-day extension. The U.S. and China are discussing a possible extension to a tentative deal that expires in mid-August. The U.S. has reached some trade deals, including with South Korea, the European Union, and Japan. Jenny Coselda, Fox News.
The NTSB hearing into a fatal mid-air crash between an Army helicopter and a commercial aircraft wraps up today. Gary Baumgarten with this update.
The first 2 days revealed the Black Hawk was at the wrong altitude and that the Black Hawk pilots didn't hear air traffic control instructions to pass behind the jet. The January collision killed all 67 people on board both aircraft. Still unanswered. Why was the Black Hawk not further away from planes landing at Reagan National Airport just outside Washington, D.C.?
Marriage rates are not where they could be, as many people today, especially young people, are not tying the knot. However, there is good news involving divorce rates. Suzanne Bowdy of the Washington Stand talked about this on Washington Watch.
Marriage is getting even stronger among those who are actually taking their vows. Brad Wilcox, who's a good friend of the show, who's a researcher, found that, since the 70s and 80s, when no-fault divorce was at its highest, divorce rates have actually dropped by 10%, which is huge. We used to hear the same mantra over and again, 1 out of every 2 marriages end in divorce. Now that's down to about 40%. And we're also seeing some really important gains in communities like the Black family. We're seeing more kids who are being raised with married Black parents, low-income families.
Other studies show that children in homes with a married mother and father tend to do better in school and other parts of life. An increasing number of parents are using artificial intelligence to co-parent. But is this wise? Reed Ritter has more.
Speaking to Fox News Channel, founder of 1,000 Hours Outside and mother of 5, Jenny Urich urged parents to consider the consequences of using AI to assist in raising children.
When it comes to chatbots and how they interact with our parenting, we have to spend some time thinking about what does that entail? What do we lose alongside of what do we gain? So you think about, are we reading less? Are we not calling grandma? Are we not calling friends to get the advice that we're now getting from these chatbots? Are we losing sort of the humanality part of trial and error?
In light of the potential consequences of co-parenting with AI, she encouraged parents to use these technologies sparingly.
There are things that we lose when these new technologies come, and we have to be better as a society and as individual families of thinking through what might those be, and in the meantime, using those technologies sparingly.
Urich also encouraged parents to parent traditionally instead of depending upon what she calls ideologized technology to raise children.
If we can take a step back, do some of the historically normal practices like hopscotch and getting outside and all of those things that build the competencies of the future that our kids are going to need, these chatbots are not going to help us with our relational skills. The technology always comes with an ideology, and the ideology here is speed. And is speed always what we're looking for? These parents are stressed out, and part of the reason is because we're moving so fast.
I'm Reed Ritter.
World shares retreated Friday after President Trump issued a new set of import duties that will apply to dozens of countries as of August 7th. U.S. futures fell 0.9% after Trump announced tariff rates of up to 41% for imports from 68 countries and the European Union. Investors were looking ahead to U.S. payrolls data due out later in the day. American Family News is available online at afn.net. And download the AFN mobile app for your Apple or Android device. I'm Rusty Pugh.
The American Family Association's mission is to inform, equip, and activate individuals to strengthen the moral foundations of our culture. We also support the church. Our goal is to be a leading organization in biblical worldview training for cultural transformation. AFA aims to evangelize the lost and disciple the believer. We aim to strengthen biblical marriages and equip parents to raise godly children.
Thank you for standing with the American Family Association. It's First Time Caller Day on Trivia Friday. The number to call with your question or your answer to a question is 888-589-8840.
It is first-time callers, so start lining up, folks.
I'm Tim Wildman, and in studio with me is a lot of IQ people. 20-20-20 right there. We got 20-20-20 in this room.
Are you saying our IQ is 20?
I wondered if you meant vision.
If you didn't know you were insulted, then
your IQ is 20.
Can't believe I ever said all that, but I guess I did.
We've got it on tape.
Tape never lies. Good morning, everybody. Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Welcome to the program. Tim Wildman here with J.J. Jasper. Good morning, Brother J.J.
Great to be here.
And sitting in for Ed Vitagliano, who's on the injured reserve list today, is Kendra White. Good morning, Kendra.
Good morning. It's wonderful to be
good to have you back with us. So I got two Kentuckians here.
That's right. And you got a rose between the thorns.
That's very kind of you to say about me, JJ. But I don't need that kind of adulation.
Well,
I really
there's
don't.
two roses in the room. I got to give a shout out to
that's
JJ's
right.
gorgeous daughter sitting in the studio.
Casey James Jasper, sophomore in high school, here in a couple of days, and I brought her for show and tell. She's just going to sit over in the corner and not say anything.
I got to ask her one question. I got to ask her. Just talk one time, okay? Casey James Jasper, is she making her debut on national radio right here?
No, she's been on the radio since she was
on that,
5 or 6. Yeah.
Okay. I want to ask you this: what's your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject, that's got to be math.
Math.
Okay.
Math. All right, mathematician.
Good.
All right.
She's got an engineering brain. I've showed you some of the things she invented when she was a little bitty.
Wow.
Architect, engineer. She got a real tilt in that direction. So God has big plans for her.
I did too, but the Lord moved me in a different direction later on. But I had those kind of skills.
Casey James was in the oven when I moved to here and started
What?
AFA. She was not even on the scene, so she's just this beautiful. What are you?
Yeah.
15.
15?
Young lady.
Wow.
She was only 15.
Basketball
only 15.
player, volleyball
Gorgeous.
player, and maybe engineer. The Lord knows.
All right, you're listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Today is first-time callers only, right? So if you've never gotten on the air with us, this is your day. First-time callers only today on the program. And here's the phone number to line up to be on the air with us to ask and answer a trivia question. We're going to ask ours in just a moment, and you'll call in, answer one of ours, and then and then ask us a trivia question. Here's the phone number, 888-589-8840. 888, can't remember that, then just, I don't know, we can't help you really. 888-589-8840. So Tim, Kendra, JJ here on the program, and what's the other ground rule, JJ?
Well, you have to be 12 years old or older, and then a mystery question. One of these original 9 questions is going to be the mystery question. You don't know which one it is, hence the mystery. But if you land on it and answer it correctly, you'll hear this sound. The beloved
cowbell will ring, and all the world will know.
You're going to win a nice AFR ball cap. This really is a good-looking cap. So, yeah, you're waking up on this Friday morning and not thinking about winning anything, and you could win a nice AFR ball cap today.
And I'm holding it up for those watching on YouTube, Facebook, or AFA streaming, holding that AFR ball cap up. So we'll send that out to you. And we're working on a brand new Learning University T-shirt.
Okay.
Right.
Yes, that's in development right now. Elon Musk cut off our grant, and so we're having to reapply, but we should get the money for that pretty soon, right?
Right.
Is that everything? We ready to go here?
I think so. I think we're ready to roll.
All right. What do you got, Kendra?
Okay, 3 questions for you today. Number 1. So today, a lot of kids in our area, this is their first day of school. They're heading back. But how did the tradition of giving teachers an apple originate?
Oh.
How did that tradition originate? Question number 2. Coming from classic children's literature.
Literature. I say literature.
Literature.
Yes.
Literature.
Like the Brits.
What imaginary creature often appears in Winnie the Pooh's dreams threatening to steal his honey?
Oh.
What imaginary creatures?
I guess we all go through those kinds of things, don't we?
That's high stakes.
Yeah. You know, even Winnie the Pooh has nightmares.
Right. I worried about one of those being under my bed.
Stealing your honey?
Yes.
My daughter, I told her I was going to be on Trivia Friday today and had to explain what that was. And she helped me come up with this question. And she is now hunting this creature with our laundry basket at home with my husband.
There you go.
She is trying to trap them.
You can capture
right now
it in a laundry basket. You got one more? Or
I have one more question. The Apostle Paul is generally considered to be the one who wrote the most books of the Bible, roughly around 13. But coming in second place, there is a tie. Which Old Testament and which New Testament author both wrote 5 books of the Bible? And for extra credit, which books are they?
Wow, those are good questions. Here's what I've got. First question from the Bible. This is probably an easy one, but it's Friday. What was the Apostle Paul's occupation? He was bivocational. What was the Apostle Paul's occupation? Second question, this is going to be in Tim Wildman's wheelhouse.
My wheelhouse.
Ryne Sandberg, Hall of Fame second baseman who became one of baseball's best all-around players. I mean, he was a player, a coach, a manager. Just to tell you how amazing he was, in a game in 1984, it was such a remarkable game, it's still referred to by Cubs fans as the Sandberg game. And 40 years after the game, they put his statue outside of Wrigley Field.
Wow.
Yeah, and he passed away, sadly, on Monday. But here's my question. Ryne Sandberg, what was his nickname? That's my question. What was Ryne Sandberg's nickname? Third question, true or false, red-bellied piranha fish bark like a dog. Is that true or false? Red-bellied piranha fish bark like a dog. Now, Tim, you told me you went to the red-bellied piranha concert once when you were in college, took your Bic lighter and held it up in the air.
And my ears will never be the same. That was,
pretty loud
that night. Yeah,
red-bellied piranhas.
Also, that's what we would call each other. You know, when we were about 9 years old, and you wanted to hurl an insult at your friend. You call him, "Come here, you red-bellied piranha." Yeah. Say that to my face.
Yeah,
you know what
right.
I'm saying?
Well, and in the hills of Kentucky, where Kendra and I are from, we'd say when things got really heated, you and the red-bellied piranha, you rode in on. That's right. Yeah, that was.
So what? I've forgotten your question. What's your question?
Red-bellied piranha fish bark like a dog. Underwater, they bark.
Do you have
like
to rub their bellies for them to bark?
It doesn't say anything about their. It doesn't say anything about their hind fin, scratching behind their ear or anything. But hey, it may be true, it may not. It's it's true or false.
Oh man,
50 shot.
You come up with a crazy.
You put some images in our mind.
Yeah, JJ comes up with the craziest true-false questions you've ever heard.
So much so you think that it may be wackadoodle
it may be
enough
true.
to be true, but surely it's not. You guys know about piranhas, right? They got razor teeth. They have teeth that are like daggers, like 2 inches tall.
Yeah.
And they're meat eaters. Something that falls into the river, it's all these piranhas.
Yeah, I've seen it on movies. You get these unknowing people go swimming.
Right.
We've all seen these movies, right? Haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden the water begins to shake, and it's going to be trouble, right?
Swarm.
Right.
And do I need to describe what happens after that?
No,
I don't think I do.
Don't.
We have children listening.
That's right.
All right. So here are my questions. I like to have an American geography question every once in a while, and this is
to make us more smarter.
This is a stretch. But, and some people listening in a particular state will know the answer to this immediately. And I asked a person who is from this particular state related to this question if I was pronouncing the name of these people correctly, and he said yes. So here's my question. In what state will you find people known as Yoopers?
Yoopers?
Yeah, like Jeepers.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeepers, Wally. You don't like that?
Right.
Okay, you know, we got Cajun people down in South Louisiana, right?
Right.
There are different parts of the country where you have different
we got hillbillies where we're from.
Hillbillies, yeah.
You can either call them a Yooper or a red-bellied piranha, depending on how
you're happy or sad about being around them.
I would go with Yoopers. That's less offensive.
Yoopers.
Anyway, in what state, and I'm talking about in the mainland, will you find people known as Yoopers?
Interesting.
All right. My second question, what word has been used since the 80s, maybe before, to describe an old, decrepit automobile?
Okay.
There's a word that this is used all over the country. This word, what do we call just a used?
Oh, I know what it is.
Used up, decrepit, broken down automobile. We call it. We use this word. 3 syllables.
Okay.
Does that help?
It does.
3 syllables.
That helped me eliminate one of them.
And finally, what is the quickest way to ripen fruit at your house? At your home, you would say, I want to ripen this fruit quickly. What can you do? Does that make sense?
It does.
Make
Okay,
sense.
let's go. Who's going to, Kendra, you going to do the honors
I'll
today?
announce our callers
All right,
today.
let's go.
All right, so calling in from Arkansas, we have Kellen. Kellen, am I saying your name right?
Yes.
Hey,
yes,
welcome
ma'am.
to Trivia Friday.
Yes, thank you.
What part of Arkansas are you calling from?
Hot Springs.
Okay. We're
yeah.
planning a family trip there in a couple months here. So.
Good area. I had
really?
somebody
Yes.
from Hot Springs reach out to me about coming and doing a night of comedy. And so we're in the middle of
Planning all the logistics.
Well, yeah, and seeing if that happens. So, hey, Kellen, you want to ask, answer, or do both?
I'm going to do both.
Which one you feel confident about?
I want to answer JJ's question about what was Paul's occupation.
Here we go. What was the Apostle Paul's occupation?
He was a tent maker.
Tent maker. Way to start
Great
us
job.
out, buddy. Right out of the chute.
A tent maker? Where? And where was he a tent maker? Do you know? Kellen? What town?
I don't know, in Rome.
That's a deep dive.
It is. Well,
I thought it was Corinth, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
About that.
I know a lot of people, you talk about a deep dive. His middle name was Coleman, and that's why to this day a lot of tent equipment is
Paul Coleman?
Paul Coleman. Yeah, and that part stuck.
don't believe it, folks.
Cots.
Don't believe it. Don't write
I don't
it
know
in
why
your
I got
Bible.
Corinth in making tents, but anyway.
Well, those Apostle Paul lanterns, Coleman lanterns and those tents, all that, they're still famous to this day.
All right. So fire away with your question.
Yeah, my question was a joke. If a red house has red bricks and a blue house has blue bricks, what color bricks does a greenhouse have?
No,
Greenhouse has glass.
They have glass.
Yeah.
But you were getting us. You're
gonna
down
have to
that
get up.
trail.
You're gonna have to get up really early. Get one past these two Kentuckians over here.
Yeah.
There, Kellen. But anyway, thanks for calling, my
Yes,
friend,
sir.
from
Thank
Hot
you for
Springs, Arkansas.
listening.
Very famous place there. So you're
Yes.
going on a little trip over there?
Yes, we have family that lives in Texas, so that's kind of our in-between spot. So
y'all meet there?
It's all be our first time
Also a beautiful lake there.
vacationing in that
Near
area.
that area.
So
When I first moved to Tupelo, Mississippi in the 80s, every other person that was going on an anniversary trip, honeymoon, where are you going? Well, Hot Springs. The next person, where are you guys going? On vacation. Hot Springs. I don't hear it as much,
Yeah.
but they're talking about the actual springs and all the different things around there. The
do they let you
restaurants
get in now? Can you get in the hot springs?
Yeah, they have. I
Okay.
think they have like buildings built around them,
Neat.
and there's the hot springs, kind of like saunas and that sort of thing.
I
But
like it.
it was a real tourist
I'll save up all my
destination.
aches and pains for our trip.
There you go.
For a lot of Americans right now, though, the word hot springs doesn't appeal.
That's true.
No.
You're in the South.
No,
The
no.
puddle in your backyard qualifies.
So it's heat index 108 today.
Oh, it's rough.
Right.
Hey,
right.
who wants to go to Hot Springs with me?
That's right.
I'm
Oh
telling
man.
you. But anyway, it's a great place to
Brutal
visit.
hot summer, and this week broke a lot of records with heat. A cool spell next week. It's going to be in the 80s in the
Thank you,
Mid-South. Yes.
All right, you're listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio, also known as
Learning University.
Let's go, Kendra. Who's next?
To Linda, bring another lady on the show. Linda is calling from Tennessee. Welcome to the show.
Hey, I'm so excited to get on.
Have you been a long-time listener?
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful. How long have you been listening to AFR?
Oh, wow. Years, yeah. And AFA, and I follow all of your programs.
Well, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, Linda. What part of the volunteer state? Where do you live, Linda?
Dyersburg.
Oh, yeah. Good area.
River, yeah.
Yep, that's about an hour from Jackson, right?
45 minutes.
Yeah, over by the river. All right, ask it.
You have a antenna in Ripley.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Anyway, we have a lot of great listeners in West Tennessee. Go ahead. You want to ask, answer, or both?
Both.
Okay, which one do you want to answer?
The piranha one.
Okay.
Okay, JJ.
Oh, here we go. True or false? Red-bellied piranha fish bark like a dog. Is that true or false?
Well, the first thing I want to mention or ask, who is discovered either way? Did they go down into?
Hey, Linda, you know what, Linda? You and I think alike. I have questions like that too.
The first 5 people that put their ear to the water, they didn't live to tell about it. But number 6, he was up just a little bit off the water. And
He used an ear horn.
He used that's right. He used a stethoscope and kind of gingerly dangled it down into the water. Linda, you think like a lot of people listening, and then some people would say maybe you're overthinking this thing. So, true or false?
Well, I'll say true since it's so off the wall.
It is 100% true.
What?
Wow.
Red-belly piranhas are the most ferocious freshwater fish. They're known for their razor-sharp teeth and ability to bark like a dog. And I looked at the backstory and listened to them barking, and it said piranhas can bark by forcing air out of their swim bladders, and they do that to chase people off away from their food, and they think they communicate, but it said pound by pound, their bite is harder or stronger than a great white shark, pound for pound.
But which is worse, their bark or their bite?
I like the way you think.
You don't want to find out, though, if that's true or not.
Wow.
Linda, I'm like you trying to overthink this. I thought just when you thought you had problems with your neighbor, there are wild parties, you got your music turned up too loud, and you're going to say, would you do something about y'all's red-bellied piranha? Is that barking? We're not getting a minute's peace over here.
That is wild.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Linda,
did you just guess, Linda?
Yeah, she guessed.
Yeah, I just guessed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't have that question in high school.
Oh.
It never came up in biology, science, nothing.
Not on the SAT.
That was not on the ACT. Hey, what's your ACT? What's your question for us, Linda?
Well, about piranha. Where are they mostly? What river are they mostly in?
Ooh.
And do they really bite people, eat people? I don't want to say.
No, you're right. They're in the Amazon River, and yes, they are meat eaters. And
so nobody goes swimming in the Amazon.
They do. You can go swimming once. Yeah, you can go swimming once in the Amazon River.
And you'll never forget it.
I've read that they really don't bite people.
They cut you?
Yeah. What do they do?
They just feed them dead things. Not live.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
I wouldn't want to find out, though. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to be an experiment.
Yeah, no thank you.
Swimming around there in the Amazon. But so they do or don't?
So they are in the Amazon.
That's Amazon River. That's right.
Amazon River.
Yeah, they got teeth. You ought to look up the picture just to see those razor-sharp teeth. I mean, it looks like you're looking at a bluegill or a brim, and there's a mouthful of razor teeth.
Some things just aren't what they seem, are they?
No.
And some
little innocent little fish.
The bobber goes under. You say, "I got one."
I got
one.
one.
You pull it up, and then you just
your line's broke. Takes your reel out. Takes your toes off.
That is rough.
Easy.
It's not
Thanks.
it's not any kind of brim we're familiar with.
Yeah. Thanks, Linda. Have a great weekend.
Thank you,
for
Linda, from
listening there.
Dyersburg, Tennessee. Linda
Right.
calls in. You're listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. That was a good QA there. Who's next, Kendra?
All right, let's go to Teresa. Teresa, tell us where you're calling from.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm calling from Owatonna, Minnesota.
Owatonna?
Nice little Indian name.
Yes, it has to be.
Native American.
How do you pronounce it?
Yes, Owatonna.
Okay, wonderful. Is that near Montevideo or where are you?
I'm closer to the Iowa border. That's where I kind of listen to the radio station and listen to you while I'm delivering mail.
Oh, wonderful. We love those rural
carriers.
Mail carriers, absolutely. How far are you from Mason City?
Probably 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
I'm 45 minutes from Minneapolis, 45 minutes from the Iowa border, and 45 minutes from Mankato, Minnesota.
Okay.
One other question, Teresa. It is Teresa, right?
Yes, it is.
Can you do anything about my mail in Memphis? Because that seems to
It's a Bermuda Triangle.
It seems to get stuck there, and I don't know
Not
what happens.
just stuck. Mail that goes to Memphis, Tennessee.
Disappeared.
The piranhas.
Red belly.
The
red piranhas.
The red belly piranhas.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mail under,
Anyway,
it's never to be seen.
It's a running joke in our families. Like, takes 3 weeks for something to get across
You want
the
to
street.
say, can I drive there and get it?
Not a
Can
joke
I
for
pick
me.
it up?
I get tears in my eyes just waiting on when they say there's a check in the mail.
Yeah.
All right, Teresa, ask, answer, or both.
Well, I think I'm just going to answer.
Okay.
And I'm going to try the one with the 80s
Okay.
vehicle.
80s term.
Oh,
Okay,
here we go.
Teresa's going to answer this question. And this wasn't a regional term. This term was used all over the country and still is used today. In fact, it's a 3-syllable word. This word has been used since the 80s that we know of to mean an old, broken down, decrepit automobile. What word am I looking for, Teresa?
Well, originally I was thinking junker, but could it be old beater?
That is a good guess, but that's not the word I'm looking for.
No, I know what you're looking for.
Okay,
I've heard people say junker or beater. I have heard that over the years.
Yeah, I have heard that. Those are good guesses, but I'm looking for a 3-syllable word.
That's a good hint right there.
Yeah.
A lot of them are one or two.
Three-syllable word.
So you don't have a question for us, Teresa?
Well, I have some simple ones because I'm not prepared. I've actually been trying to call in for a long time, as well as other people have. But
I like simple.
Well, give us a simple one. That's okay.
Sure.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's do a simple Simon
Okay.
one.
All right.
What president is on the Washington state flag?
Oh, you call that
Yeah, come on, Teresa. Now you're
Wait,
making
there's
us
a
feel
president
bad.
on the
She's
Washington
fooling us.
state flag?
on the state of Washington, like in Oregon, Washington, Idaho, that kind of state?
Correct.
Oh, it's
I'm
gotta
gonna
be
say it's got to be
Washington.
Washington.
It's gotta be Washington.
Yeah,
It's the state of
George Washington.
Well, if you guys didn't get that, I would have to say, oh boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
one of those
it
though.
is.
You
It
go,
could be a
that's
trick question.
that's so obvious. You go, surely is that what? But you said simple.
Yeah,
Said
nicely done.
I would say you dumbed it down a lot, right there for us there.
Look at Washington's influence across the country.
The whole way.
Yeah,
The whole way
on
across.
money, on flags, and so many cities named after George.
So how long does your mail route take?
About 6 hours driving. I start at 7, usually done by 4.
Are you driving on the right side of the car the whole day?
Yes.
Whew.
I actually have to sit in the middle because I have short legs.
Yeah.
So I sit in the middle and reach to the right.
You're reaching both ways then, aren't you? Because you're having to
Yes.
reach for the mailbox and
Wow.
you're getting a workout.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
You're like
Yeah.
Stretch Armstrong.
Some days I feel like it,
Yeah. Well, listen, we appreciate what you guys do.
Right.
And
what's the code that you live by? Can you say it? Do you have it memorized? Sleet and hail and dread of night. You say that for us
Rain.
before we
Yeah,
go. What is it?
All of the above. All of the above.
Okay. Thanks,
I think
Teresa.
they've added something to the mail at the Postal Service. I think they say even
COVID,
red belly
through heat
piranha
waves.
fish
Yeah,
will keep us
even
from
with
delivering the
tariffs,
mail.
we'll still be out there.
We'll be back momentarily. Stay with us.
It's my turn.
Here is your host for My Turn, Don Wildman.
Seeing the crowds, he went up on the mountain, and when he sat down, his disciples came to him, and he opened his mouth and taught them. If one wishes to locate the Mount of Beatitudes in the Holy Land, he has to accept what tradition says. For it is tradition alone which identifies the site of the most profound sermon in history. The spot is placed on the northwest shoreline of the Sea of Galilee, on a hill high above a little place called Tabgha. Happy are those who know they are spiritually poor. The kingdom of heaven belongs to them. For centuries it has been accepted that Jesus began his immortal sermon on this hillside. It would seem fitting, for the view from this traditional site is absolutely beautiful. To the north is Capernaum, the adopted home of Jesus. To the south is Magdala, home of Mary Magdalene. From here one can see the city of Tiberias, built by Herod Antipas and named after the Roman emperor Tiberius. Built over a cemetery, the city was avoided by devout Jews. Happy are those who work for peace among men. God will call them his sons. Above the beautiful Sea of Galilee, you can see the Golan Heights area. You can see the gun emplacements used by the Syrians. The contrast is bitter. You're the salt for all mankind. You are the light for the whole world. A city built on a hill cannot be hid. You look to the north in the city of Saphid. Was it this city Jesus pointed toward as he spoke? Looking down on the Sea of Galilee, you wonder how many lives those words have changed. You have heard that it was said, "Love your friends, hate your enemies." But now I tell you, love your enemies, and pray for those who mistreat you, so that you will become sons of your Father in heaven. You close your eyes and listen. You go back across the centuries in your mind, and you imagine the scene that day. You can see the surprise spread throughout the crowd gathered here on the hillside as Jesus spoke those shocking words. So when you give something to a needy person, do not make a big show of it, as the show-offs do in the synagogues and on the streets. You listen and you can hear his words blowing in the wind. For a moment you touch back into the present, wondering if indeed it was here on this site that he preached that sermon. Then, suddenly, it doesn't matter if it was here or over there or somewhere else. What matters is that he did preach it. You look around this lovely area and see the variety of crops growing. You see the lilies of the field and the birds of the air. Suddenly you realize where Jesus gathered his food for thought. It was here, all around us. Down on the Sea of Galilee, you notice that a storm has begun. How quickly these waters can become rough and dangerous. You recall the incident when the disciples were frightened by a storm on these very waters, and how the lowly Galilean hushed the storm. Jesus finished saying these things, and the crowds were amazed at the way he taught. He wasn't like their teachers of the law. Instead, he taught with authority. So Matthew makes his comment on the sermon. Later, others were to report, "Never a man spoke like this man." The Sermon on the Mount, perhaps preached here on the Mount of Beatitudes, has had its profound effect upon the life of mankind.
This has been My Turn with Don Wildman, a production of the American Family Association.
The Lord looks down from heaven on all mankind to see if there are any who understand God, any who seek God. Psalm 14, verse 2.
American Family Radio.
That's the Rockford Files right there. My dad used to watch that. You watch it?
Yeah, I liked it.
Rockford Files, starring
Mr. Rockford. Mr.
And
and
his
Miss
dad?
Rockford's boy. No, I forgot what the
James Garner.
Yes, and he was also on a couple of westerns,
Yeah.
real famous westerns.
James Garner, the Rockford Files. All right, Tim, Kendra, and JJ here on American Family Radio. It's Trivia Friday, and we thank you for listening. And we've already had several calls this morning. Let's reset our questions.
Oh, that's good.
Lady and gentlemen, and then we'll get back to the phones.
You mean that have heretofore been
That's right, Jay. Thank you, JJ, for using heretofore, because if we don't bring heretofore back, America's lost.
People in Africa are doing that in Swahili. It doesn't sound the same, obviously, but they know the importance of saying
the word heretofore.
They say it in Swahili, and it's just it sounds musical.
I think
it's just wonderful.
Beautiful.
I was in Africa a couple of weeks ago, so I want to throw that in from time to time.
Yes, he was.
Okay, jumping in on some of our original questions, we have number 1. How did the tradition of giving teachers apples originate? Question 2. What imaginary creatures often appear in Winnie the Pooh's dreams, threatening to steal his honey?
Winnie the Pooh has dreams, huh?
Pooh.
Yeah.
Yes, even Pooh Bears
Yeah,
have
that's
dreams.
okay.
Question number 3. Which Old Testament Bible author and which New Testament Bible author wrote 5 books each?
Well, that's good.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear the
Paul wrote more, so you're just
Correct. These are tied for second.
Okay.
Both of these authors are tied
Okay.
for second
All
in
right.
number of books.
Here's what I've got. Ryan Sandberg, Hall of Fame second baseman, one of baseball's best all-around players. I'm looking for his nickname. He passed away, by the way, on Monday, sadly, only 65 years old. Ryan Sandberg, what was his nickname? You diehard baseball fans will know. Tim, I'm sure you know. All right. Second question. Which character on, I'm going to add a couple of new ones. Which character on SpongeBob SquarePants is always trying to steal the secret Krusty Krab recipe?
Is he also stealing Winnie the Pooh's honey?
No, I don't think it's the
Okay,
same one.
different character.
And then third question, another new one. What 2 slang names for oil are mentioned in the Beverly Hillbillies theme song?
Nice.
Now you're going to have
You
that
can hear
song.
it in your head already.
Yeah, that's right. What 2 slang names for oil are mentioned in the Beverly Hillbillies theme song?
All right, here are my 3 questions. Residents, I'll just say this. In what state will you find people known as Yoopers?
How am I just now hearing about this?
And I'm not going outside. I'm not going.
No,
it's
I
not
know it.
Hawaii
Right.
instead of some, Eskimo tribe.
Right.
Okay. I'm talking about
Kentucky, they've been saying it behind our back.
people who live
That's
right
right.
here in the lower 48.
Yeah,
okay?
in the
They're
US
called
of A.
Yoopers.
Because I know Hoosiers and Hillbillies,
Yes.
Yankees.
Yes,
but
Cajuns.
never heard of. Yeah,
There's
Cajuns.
Ewans and you guys and Yoopers over there.
Now, these people are known as Yoopers. Okay.
Yoopers.
Number 2, there is a word that we use from the 80s. Maybe it precedes that to describe an old, broken down automobile. It's a 3-syllable word. It's not a beater. It's not a, what was the other one she said? Junker?
Junker.
No, it's
but
not.
those are some good guesses.
They are good
Everybody
guesses.
uses those.
But, all right, so you got and JJ probably knows. He probably wrote it down, didn't he?
Oh, I drove them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you look at my yearbook, you'll see me with my arm out the window in one.
All right, and finally, what is the quickest way to ripen a fruit at your house?
Mm-hmm.
You're going like, wow, I want to.
Because they forever bring me the green bananas. I have
I
my
know.
groceries delivered.
Yes.
I think they picked the
they're
greenest
right off.
ones.
They got off the boat from Brazil the day before, didn't they?
They did.
All right, so what is the quickest way to ripen a trick
question.
you can use to ripen a fruit at home?
Good question.
All right, let's go.
All right, back to our callers. Let's go to North Carolina. Kim, thanks for joining us on Trivia Friday.
Hi, how are y'all?
Doing wonderful. What part of North Carolina are you calling from?
I am from Greenville.
Awesome.
Greenville, where's that?
It is about an hour and 15, 20 minutes east of Raleigh.
Okay.
About an hour and a half from the beach, from like Morehead City and Atlantic Beach.
But you're in the mountains, right? Or no?
Oh, no. I'm on the coast.
Oh, you're east of Raleigh. You're east of Raleigh. Okay,
Yeah, east of Raleigh.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. Well, listen, Kim, thanks for calling. And you want to ask, answer, or both?
Both.
Okay, which one do you want to answer?
I want to answer your question about the old car.
All right, here's the question that Kim's going to answer. This is a word used to describe an old, beat-up automobile. What is that word?
A jalopy?
A jalopy.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
A jalopy.
I thought that was an ice cream.
So, well,
Jalopy?
it's
Gelato.
jalopy.
Gelato.
Okay, all right, Kim, without looking it up, you ready for this?
Uh-huh.
If you can spell jalopy without looking it up, I'm going to send you an AFR ball cap.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
That's making me sweaty just
Okay.
thinking about it.
I'll give you, go ahead, spell it.
Okay. This is how I spelled it. Jalopy.
Yes, that's
Nice.
right.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Jalopy. Is jalopy, JJ, do you know, is that a real, I mean, is that
No,
a slang?
not a brand. It's just saying an old junker, an old broke-down vehicle.
Jalopy. Well, but we've all heard that.
I think it's been around before the 80s. Did you say in the 80s it
yeah,
got popular?
but I said it could precede the 80s.
Yeah, it was before that.
Jalopies.
Yeah, an old jalopy.
So have you ever had one of those, Kim?
Yeah, well, my dad and then my friend's dad did. We used to go riding on their property in the old jalopy.
There you go.
Here's
That's
a question
right.
for you. How old does a car have to be before it's considered antique? My husband and I had this argument the other day.
25 years
25?
in order to get the discounted
I'm getting
license
close,
plate,
baby.
get the tag.
I'm getting close to antique status.
25-year-old car is considered an antique?
I would have thought older than that.
It is. See, that I would say older than that, but to get a tag that you never have to pay premium, I think it's like a one-time price, and then you just keep it on there and you don't have to get another one. But I'm with you. You'd
He
think
told me
something
20
like
years.
a
I
handicap-
got, that sounds
something
too
like a
40 or
handicap
50.
tag
Yeah.
that you put
Right.
in your window.
Your sticker
There. But anyway, Ann, way to go.
Nicely done.
She knew jalopy and she knew how to spell it.
Impressive.
Hey, Kim, our family went
Yes.
from Mississippi to Maine on a epic trip, and I think your town was the very first one we stopped in, and we were so surprised at how we were supposed to go a little farther, but I called an audible, and we stopped there, and it was so clean, and it was just, everybody seemed so friendly. We were very, very impressed.
What
if
town?
that's the right one.
Did you? Well, I'm in Greenville, North Carolina. Did you stop in Greenville, South Carolina?
We stayed in Greenville, South Carolina.
There's
All right, forget everything I said
She
about
said
your
it is
town.
not clean. Don't come here. We got trash piled up.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
got
they're
jalopies
just
everywhere. Jalopies does sound like a good food, too.
It sounds like an ice cream to me, like gelato.
Yeah, just stop and get a jalopy.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Yeah, on the
I'll
way
take
home.
two.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see I wasn't in charge of the map, Kim. I just went to be the bodyguard, the banker, and the driver. Everybody else did the planning. Hey, what's your question for us?
All right. Would you rather have a college baseball question or a question about amusement parks?
Baseball question, so Tim Wildman can take one for
I'll
the team.
try my best. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. What college baseball team has had the most postseason appearances without making it to Omaha?
Without making it to Omaha?
Yes.
So they weren't
They've
the
had the
bride. They were the bridesmaid over and over again.
Oh, wow. Without making it to Omaha. Is this a North Carolina team?
I'm not going to say.
That tells you yes
Good
right
guess.
there.
Good guess.
You
So
know,
which
that's
North
a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest, that's like a 10 right there. And that's a college baseball is, as well known as professional baseball. If you're not going to say, I'm going to say East Carolina.
It's from North Carolina.
What?
It is a team in North Carolina.
Okay, I know NC State's made it. I know UNC's made it. I don't know about Duke, but I'm going to say East Carolina.
Yes, it is East Carolina.
Nice.
You see why I said let's take that question?
Unfortunately so.
Yeah, the Pirates. Why, are they near you? Is that where the school near you?
Yes, they're in Greenville.
How many times, Kim? Because that's sad for the fans that get so excited year after year.
Like the Cubs fans.
I don't remember. It's been a lot, though.
Yeah.
And we've been so close a couple of times. Like one time we were like 90 feet away, and then another time the Supers were here in Greenville, and it was like the last game, and people were on their phones trying to make reservations because we were so many runs ahead, but then we didn't make it.
But there's a reason why everything happens in life.
Yes,
Kim,
but one day we will.
Yeah. So you don't know that. Sometimes
Kim,
life doesn't go the way we want.
You see why he got fired as a motivational speaker? Hey, now Kim, here I've got a little bit of unsolicited advice. You guys get together with the Cubs and start a support group. Now, it's going to have to be more than a 12-step. I would say 14, 15 steps. But you guys get with Cubs fans and just cry on each other's shoulder and talk about and share your feelings, be open and honest. I think it would be good to combine the two of you.
Yeah. Thank you, Kim. Appreciate it. Thanks, Kim, calling from North Carolina. Who's next?
Let's go to Chris in Texas. Chris, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Chris,
hello,
you
good
there?
Morning.
Welcome to the show. How long have you been listening to AFR?
16 years.
16 years.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely. Where do you live?
Good morning, professors.
Good morning, Brother Chris. Where you live?
I live near Houston, Texas, just north of it, a small city called Spring.
Okay, near Conroe and that area?
Between Houston and Conroe.
I got you. Well, listen, thanks for calling, Chris, and appreciate you listening to AFR for so long, man. That's a long time, 16 years. You want to ask, answer, or both here on Trivia Friday?
Just answer, please.
Okay, which one?
The Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
Go.
Classic literature from children's.
Winnie the Pooh. Why do I want to sing that theme song?
Because
it's catchy, isn't it?
It's in your soul. It
is.
resonates in your soul. Which imaginary creatures often appear in Winnie the Pooh's dreams, threatening to steal his honey?
The Heffalumps and Woozles.
You got it.
Wow.
Heffalumps
nicely
and
done.
Woozles.
Are these like hobbits? What are these?
They're elephant and weasel-like. One's like an elephant.
Who dreams this stuff up?
Winnie the Pooh, apparently.
Winnie the Pooh.
But I think Tigger threatens him. He's
Winnie the Pooh used to also have nightmares about going out with no pants on. And, but he realized that would never happen to him. Right? Am I right?
Like having to go up in front of the class and realize, no.
In your underwear?
Hey, since you try to spiritualize everything, so what do John the Baptist and Winnie the Pooh have in common? What do John the Baptist and Winnie the Pooh have in common? They both like honey, and they both have the same middle name.
I got you. Well, who's Chris?
Yes.
That's Chris.
Well
way
done.
to go. So you must have been a Winnie the Pooh fan then, obviously.
Or have a toddler.
I did grow up watching it, and then also have little kids.
There you go.
Nice.
Hey, what's your question for us?
I don't think he
I
has
couldn't
one.
think of a question at the time.
Okay.
Well, he got the double answer. Heffalumps and Woozles.
There you go.
Wait, I just not to dwell on this. A heffalump.
Heffalumps and Woozles.
Okay, what do they look like?
Well, the heffalump looks elephant-like. The woozle looks somewhat weasel-like.
Yeah.
And as the song goes,
Oh, there's a song to it?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
If it's something you covet, you'll find that they love it because they want to take the thing you prize.
Yeah.
So whatever you want, they're after it.
Yeah.
Beware.
So what's the moral of that story?
Beware. Sleep with your little pop gun like Winnie the Pooh, I guess.
Be armed.
He does. He
Or
keeps his on the
whatever
ready.
combination of pizza they were eating before they went
Right.
to bed.
Don't eat too much honey before bed.
That's right.
All right,
Good
thank
job,
you, Brother Chris. Chris calling in there's from Texas. Well, I know that we got the what was it? The Willy Wonka. He had a bunch of
Oompa Loompas.
Yeah, they ran around.
And if you can spell that.
Yeah. The Oompa Loompas.
Oompa Loompas, Heffalump, and the Woozles.
Were they related?
And
to this?
what was your word
one
again?
was addicted to chocolate. The other one was addicted to honey.
The Oompa Loompas, they were the chocolate people.
Yes.
Right. And then
They
what
helped
was,
make the candy at Willy Wonka's factory.
okay. And then the what was the other?
Heffalumps and woozles.
Heffalumps. Okay. Anyway, I know. What about snipes? Got any snipes in there?
I've chased a few.
Yeah. You had a better chance of going snipe hunting than you do heffalump.
Yeah, you might find some heffalumps out there in the woods.
My daughter's certainly trying.
All right, you're listening to Trivia Friday, also known as Learning University. Learning University, we've got about 50 minutes. No, we got about 40 minutes left of education. And we've had some questions, some good questions, answered and asked. If you missed the question earlier, about the what's a word we've used? JJ said 60s or since the 60s.
Oh, or before. Yeah, jalopies.
To describe broken down cars that most of us have owned.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, your first car
is a what, JJ?
It's a jalopy.
We called ours the Jesus Mobile. I don't think that was generally
right. Well,
accepted term, but
well,
he fueled it.
You had to pray over it every time you got in it.
There was an angel pushing behind.
And to throw another one in there, this might have been 70s, 80s, hoopty.
Hoopty.
And that was
That's
more
the word I was
like
thinking
if it was
of.
a big, long
Okay.
jalopy, big.
Is a hoopty?
It's a
hoopty. That's the word I was talking
You ever heard
of.
that?
No, I've never heard that expression.
Oh, yeah. So you have?
I've heard hoopty.
Maybe it's a Kentucky thing.
The hoopty. All right. There's the hoopties and the blowfish. They were popular back in the 80s. You remember them?
Right.
All right, let's go back to the phones.
Okay,
Kendra.
let's go to Francis in Kansas. Tell us, where in Kansas are you calling from?
Hello, I'm calling from Manhattan.
Oh,
Manhattan.
Yes, I've been there twice. Casey James Jasper in studio with us. She came with me on one of those trips.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, Manhattan, the Little Apples.
Okay.
Where KSU is, right?
Yes, sir.
Kansas State. I've been there too.
Yeah.
I went there in January one year. This is 25 years ago to speak to a Christian businessman. They had their meeting
Gathering,
there at K-State. And flew into Kansas City and drove on I-70, I think it is. So anyway.
We had our meeting at K-State. Casey James actually sang, so she can say she has sang.
I did too.
Did you?
Yeah, I sang for them. They cut me off like mid-song.
Man.
Yeah, they said, we didn't bring you here for this.
Right.
You were probably intimidating to the others.
It was hurtful. Because I thought I was doing a good job.
Envy is a terrible thing.
It is.
Well, the pregnancy center is right across the street from the campus, which is strategically located.
Wow. Well, Francis, tell us, were you wanting to ask, answer, or do both?
Please, may I do both, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Which question were you wanting to tackle?
Okay, Miss Kendra, since you're asking, I would like to ask yours. The question with regards to the apple.
I was going to say you're your state. You certainly know about apples. So, how did the tradition of giving teachers apples originate?
Well, it was linked to the times when teachers were poorly paid and families offered apples as a form of payment of appreciation.
That is correct.
All right, way to go.
Boy, I'm glad I didn't blurt out my William Tell connection. That was going to go south.
I think they still think they're underpaid.
Yeah, the situation hasn't
they're
changed.
probably right.
And with the price of groceries, they'd probably appreciate the apples nowadays.
I don't know.
So it started in Denmark and then came to the U.S.
Really?
And it was generally accepted that the room and board was covered by the communities that had the teachers. But it came to the U.S. and then it wasn't until someone wrote a song about if you're bad at arithmetic, then
but did they
polish
think
the
that
apple and give it to your teacher?
If you bring an apple to the teachers, that's supposed to make her feel better?
It's supposed to be
about
like
not
paying-
having any health insurance?
I think so.
Okay.
Sorry,
Keeps the
you don't have any
doctor away.
clothes, but here's an apple. Hope there's no worms in it.
Apple Day keeps the doctor away?
It keeps the doctor away, and it gives you a better chance of getting an A.
There you go.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, it became to have the connotation of, you're trying to bribe the teacher later, but originally it was just a show of respect.
Nothing wrong with that.
My grandmother said the doctor, the old traveling doctor that made house calls, teacher, everybody, they paid them with chickens and eggs, and because everything, the Depression and all around that time, they were, you get what you get, and they were glad to do it, and they had such a servant's heart. They were going to come and, deliver a baby or help somebody or come to the little
So
community.
you go
to be
deliver a
teacher.
baby and they hand you a chicken.
Yeah.
Look, my husband goes to our farmer's market, and he carves spoons, and I expect him to come home with money, but he usually comes home with peaches and sourdough. they
work.
do all
Hey,
kinds of trades.
barter's a
Yeah,
great thing.
I was kidding around. There was a lot of bartering that's been going on for ages.
For sure.
Early American.
Yeah.
Early America. Yeah. Trade.
Francis, how did you know that? Did you do your research beforehand?
I teach myself, and I did some research.
Nice.
I love history.
Nice.
Oh, wonderful.
Amen. Thank you, Francis.
Did you have a question for us?
I do.
Go ahead.
It's Bible related.
Wonderful. We like that book around here.
So is there a female Noah in the Bible?
Is there a female Noah? Do you mean was Noah married, or was there
like
another
the name? No, like the name.
Huh.
Oh, I see.
What do you mean like that? I don't understand.
Is there
the
another
question.
Noah in the
Is there a
Bible
Noah,
who was a woman?
But it's a woman. You know, they have those big, long genealogies with all the different tribes and everything. We're stumped. What's
you
the
mean
answer,
like
Francis?
a Pat?
Yes, or Chris.
For example, yes, you have Noah and the ark, but there's also a female Noah listed in the Bible.
Really?
Wow.
Tell us where.
Numbers 27, Zelophehad's daughters.
Whose daughters?
Zelophehad.
I heard Oompa Loompas when I heard. Oompa Loompas' daughters was Noah.
That's good, Francis. Thank you.
Wow.
And have a great weekend.
So in all seriousness, she's saying that's a good.
Yeah,
that's a
it is.
deep.
Yeah,
now,
somebody's
there's
daughter. Their
with a
daughter's one's named Noah.
Named Noah.
And if you love the name Noah, apparently you can name your daughter Noah now, and it'd be.
Yeah, I've never heard of a girl named Noah though. Have y'all?
I have not. I've heard Nora.
All right, we got time for one more question before our top of the hour break, Kendra.
Okay, Tony from Florida. Welcome to Trivia Friday. We got you in just in time.
Hello.
How long have you been listening to AFR?
Well, only about a year. My new wife, turned me on to you guys and the station, and I never turn it off now.
Oh,
well, welcome
wonderful.
to the family.
Howdy. Ask, answer, or do both,
much.
Gary.
Tony.
Tony.
Both.
All right.
Both.
Which one you want to answer?
Ryan Sandberg question.
Here's the question. Ryan Sandberg, Hall of Fame, second baseman, one of baseball's best all-around players, sadly passed away on Monday. What was Ryan Sandberg's nickname?
Yeah, I was sorry to hear about his passing, and I would say his nickname is Rhino.
Yeah,
Rhino.
that's right, Tony.
Rhino.
How'd you know that?
Well, I'm a baseball fan, and so I just figured that I heard that somewhere down the road, before.
Hey,
good job,
Tony. And Tim already knows this. The 84th season, the Cubs fans still call this the Sandberg game, when he homered twice, drove in 7 runs, 7 out of the 12 to win the game, 12-11 against St. Louis. And 40 years later, Chicago paid tribute to Sandberg. And that game, they put a statue of him there outside of Wrigley Field. That happened in 1984, 2024. They put a statue, but they just said as a manager, as a coach, and I've got all his stats here, but he's pretty remarkable.
I saw some statues of him at the zoo the other day.
Did you
Big
really?
old rhino right there
Oh, yeah.
in front of the...
Yeah. Two different rhinos. We talk after the
But
show.
yeah, he's going to be missed. Played with the Phillies for a little bit, but the Cubs, that's when he really made his mark. 19 homers, 84 RBIs, 32 steals, 19 triples, 114 runs scored, and Hall of Famer. But
wow.
Yeah, they called him Rhino. I guess he's kind of like, who was Iron Man in the game?
Oh, Cal Ripken Jr.
They talk about him in this thing I read about. He's almost like Carl Ripken Jr.
Cal.
It's Cal with his work ethic and how he just gave 100% for every game.
That's awesome. Yeah, he was an awesome player.
So, Tony, can you hold on through the break to get to your question?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Tony calling from. Where you live in Florida, by the way?
Jacksonville right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember watching Rhino play?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Did you see that game that he beat against
I remember it because I was a Cardinals fan.
I know. I said that
it was painful to watch.
Right.
But
12-11.
everybody
that was a close
loved
game.
Brian Sandberg, he was just like Cal Ripken Jr. He was like everybody's All-American, so to speak. We'll be back after this short timeout. Stay with us.
The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast may not necessarily reflect those of the American Family Association or American Family Radio.
Faith, family, freedom. American Family Radio.
As a federal or state employee, you have the opportunity to support the American Family Association through the combined federal campaign. By designating a monthly payroll deduction using 12037, you help AFA continue to fight for your family. So when you complete your CFC form, remember, AFA's number is 12037. And thank you for your help.
This is American Family Radio, a listener-supported ministry of the American Family Association.
American Family News, I'm Rusty Pugh. The man accused of murdering a couple in an Arkansas state park makes his first court appearance today, as new details emerge about the gruesome killings. Brooke Taylor has more from Dallas.
28-year-old Andrew James McGann. He's charged with murdering a couple on a hiking trail with their young daughters at Devil's Den State Park on Saturday afternoon. The victims here, Clinton and Kristen Brink, they were violently stabbed. Their 7- and 9-year-old daughters were unharmed, thankfully. State police say that Clinton was attacked first. Kristen then rushed those kids to safety, and then she returned to help her husband and was also killed. More than 500 tips led police to McGann. His DNA matched evidence at the scene, and he admitted to the killings, police say. The suspected murderer is an elementary school teacher, we've learned. He had worked in Texas and Oklahoma, and recently he moved to Arkansas to start a teaching job there.
A manhunt is now underway after a baby was found in a car seat in what police are calling a random yard in Tennessee. Then, 4 of the baby's relatives, including her mother and father, were found dead in a nearby county. Police are searching for 29-year-old Austin Robert Drummond. Tennessee Attorney General Danny Goodman Jr. says he thinks the victims were specifically chosen.
It was a targeted attack. We don't think that there's a need for the community to be concerned as far as it being some type of random act or anything like that.
U.S. Ambassador to Israel Mike Huckabee and Middle East Special Envoy Steve Witkoff visited Gaza today following meetings earlier this week with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Huckabee says they traveled to the Rafah region, where he claims the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation is working to deliver food and aid to civilians affected by the Israel-Hamas conflict.
We kept the president's direction to us when that was set up, and it was simple. Get food to the people, but don't deliver it in such a way that Hamas can steal it. Brian, Hamas has been stealing about 80% of the food. Some say even more than that.
President Trump is set for a major move in the U.S. economy as his new tariffs take effect globally. Peter Ducey reporting from the White House.
The countries who negotiated specific deals for themselves are South Korea, Thailand, Cambodia, Pakistan, the European Union, United Kingdom, Vietnam, Indonesia, Philippines, Japan, and Malaysia. Everybody else is either snapping back to their higher Liberation Day total or they have been sent a letter assigning them a 15 or 20% tariff rate. And one of the biggest brains on Wall Street, Jamie Dimon, is optimistic about the way forward here. So good news with tariff revenue coming in at all-time highs. Not so good news with the jobs report. It missed last month, and they have revised down a few previous months. That is an indication to people who track these kinds of things that the Federal Reserve maybe should have cut rates a few months ago.
And finally, a Tea Party activist says the recent violence in Cincinnati is the result of a systematic breakdown of our society that was intentional by the Democrats and the communist left.
Much has been made about the video that has been widely shared online. It shows a group of people savagely assaulting 2 others during a confrontation, with a woman being knocked out cold in the street. The video clearly showed the perpetrators were black and the victims were white. The Justice Department and the Federal Bureau of Investigation have launched a federal probe, and Assistant Attorney General Harmeet Dillon intimated about potential federal hate crime charges. Tom Zalestowski is president of the Ohio-based Tea Party-affiliated We the People Convention.
To me, this is a result of the systematic breakdown of our society that was intentional by the Democrats and the communist left. What's appalling is that no one intervened to stop it. And then they didn't even call 911 to get the police there. And then, yes, I think it was racially motivated. and I hope Harmeet Dillon and the DOJ Civil Rights Task Force investigates.
The Tea Party leader says this is systemic to what the left has brought to our cities.
If you're being told for the last 20 years, starting with Barack Obama, that the white people are out to get you and you should defend yourself against them, and they're the reason your life is horrible, not democratic policies in your cities, then what else would you expect? But what we need to expect, and what we aren't seeing, is the rule of law being enforced.
I'm Chad Groening.
For American Family News, I'm Rusty Pugh.
I am thoroughly looking forward to our Weekend with AFA coming up in October, where we're going to be able to meet our supporters like yourself, to fellowship, to visit our facilities here in Tupelo, and to have everyone come together for a wonderful weekend.
It's a Weekend with AFA, Thursday, October 2nd through Saturday, October 4th in Tupelo, Mississippi. Speakers will include Abraham Hamilton III, Jenna Ellis, Tim Barton, Tim Wildman, and more. Register at afa.net/weekend.
This is Trivia Friday. The number to call with your question or your answer to a question is 888-589-8840. Now, back to more Trivia Friday.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Thanks for listening. We're here every Friday doing some education, making people smart, as Ed would say, smarter, betterer, and more awesomer.
There you go. That's the combination right there.
So Tim Wildman here with Kendra White and JJ Jasper. We thank you for listening again, as we always do. We go back to the phones now, where Tony is in Jacksonville, Florida, and has been waiting patiently. You still there, Brother Tony?
Yes, I am. Yeah,
all right,
I am.
Educate us, Tony. What question you got for us today?
Well, yeah, before I say that, I just want to say that I'm driving on my birthday here on a birthday trip. My wife, Tammy, is telling me, I don't know where I'm going, but it's a surprise.
Oh.
For me. So
Well, you need to open your
I'm
eyes.
95. I have no idea where I'm going right now, but I know we just had to dial in and we got on, so we're very happy. So thank you so much.
Hey,
for all you
happy
guys.
birthday.
Tony, this is like a triple crown here.
Yeah.
You're going on a birthday adventure. You don't even know where. It's your birthday, and you got on. There's people that have tried for years to get on Trivia Friday. So have fun. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to make it easy on you guys, and I'm going to do a true and false. And it's the word golf is actually an acronym which stands for Gentlemen Only, Ladies Forbidden. True or false?
I'm going to say false. That's got to be made up by men.
Tim's going to know because he's
I've never heard that before. And even if I had, I wouldn't say it out loud.
I'm going to say true because, starting over in Scotland or wherever, and that could have been, this is a men's sport, and we just want to girls
It was started by shepherds over there in Scotland.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I'm not kidding about that.
Well, the little boys that get the treehouse club and say no girls allowed. So maybe
He-Man Women Hater Club.
Yeah, maybe these.
I don't know.
I'm going to go true. And
What about it,
Kendra
Tony?
says
I'm
false.
saying false.
I'm going to say false, too.
Fortunately or unfortunately, that is a false statement, and thank goodness.
Yeah, that's
Thank
right.
goodness.
What do you mean,
I was just trying
fortunately?
to hedge our bets there and cover all the things.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
Anyway, all right,
You
Tony.
did.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Happy birthday again.
Happy birthday. Have a great time.
Tim, knowing the origins of golf and shepherds, that's
I know.
That's
Yeah, I mean,
interesting.
it does go back to Scotland.
Wow.
Golf does, and
Is that where the
they
cute
were-
little golf
that's
skirts
what I
for
was
women come
told, that
from?
they were bored shepherds, and they came up with this game. That game, and originally maybe
Taking their staffs.
it was a pebble at first, which became a ball, and they used their
I've heard it goes all the way back to Bible times. I mean, David was trying to hit those bears right in the head with the golf balls, just conking them out, right?
You might want to go back and read that story again there, Kendra. I don't think it has.
He was swinging them. Sorry, slinging them.
Smooth stones. Yeah, it was target practice, no doubt about that. I think it was more like archery or something like that. Anyway, Tim, I'm Tim with Kendra and JJ, and we thank you for listening. We're going to reset our questions.
Okay.
Lady and gentlemen, If you've already got two, no need to add a third. Okay.
I have two remaining. Okay, first off, let's see. Oh, no. I have one remaining. Which Old Testament author wrote 5 books of the Bible, and which New Testament author wrote 5 books of the Bible? And I guess I'll add one since I only had one. What is the number one item that Walmart sells every day? Number one item that Walmart sells.
Here's what I've got. Which character on SpongeBob SquarePants is always trying to steal the secret Krusty Krab recipe?
Yeah.
Second question, what 2 slang names for oil are mentioned in the Beverly Hillbillies theme song? What 2 slang names for oil are mentioned in the Beverly Hillbillies theme song?
All right, here are my 2 questions. Number 1, in what state will you find people known as Yoopers? There's a state that people live, and they're known as Yoopers. Like
I can't wait to hear that.
Like the Cajuns in Louisiana, like the Hoosiers,
in Indiana,
hillbillies, whatever. You go to different parts of the country, you have different. But these people are known as Yoopers, and it has to do with where they live. That name.
That gives you a little hint.
Yeah, it has to do with where they live. So the second question I have, if you have fruit at home and you want to ripen it quickly, this is a trick you can use. What is it? What is it?
Practical help for today.
Yeah, let's go to the phones. Kendra.
All right, let's go to Gary from Texas. Welcome to Trivia Friday.
Hey, how you doing?
Wonderful. Thanks for calling in today. How long have you been listening to the show?
Well, actually, this is the first time I've ever listened. A friend of mine listens to AFR all the time, and I was riding with him the other day, and I said, I'm going to download the app and start listening. So,
thank you, Gary.
Well, it can be done. First-time listeners, first-time callers, you got on quick. Good job.
Where do you live, Gary?
I'm in Warren, Texas, which is about an hour and a half northeast of Houston. Northeast of Houston.
Toward where Texas A&M is?
No, I'm not an A&M fan. I don't like to talk about that. But
okay.
We're probably an hour, about 2 hours north of Galveston, straight north. Pretty much.
I got you. Well, listen, answer, or both on the trivia questions.
Well, I'm going to answer one, and I guess I could ask you one. I'm been thinking of something while I was driving, but I can answer the one about the Old Testament, New Testament authors.
Okay, Gary. Which Old Testament author wrote 5 books of the Bible, and which New Testament author wrote 5 books of the Bible?
Okay, I believe the Old Testament was Moses, and was it Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy?
That is correct.
Okay, and then the New Testament would be the Apostle John, and he wrote the Gospel of John, 1st, 2nd, 3rd John, and Revelation.
That is
All
correct.
Right. Oh.
It is your lucky day, Gary.
Gary just found out about AFR. He got through, which people say they've tried for 5, 6, 7 years. And do you know what that cowbell means, Gary?
Well, I heard y'all talk about a hat or something.
Yeah, you won that was the mystery question. You landed on it, answered correctly. You won a really nice AFR ball cap. These are really good looking.
Wow, that's exciting. Thanks a lot.
So, Gary, hang on when we get through with this conversation, and so Cindy can get your address. So we'll put this.
Okay.
And the moral of the story is tell your friends about
well,
AFR.
Then one other thing, Gary, since you got turned on to AFR, got the cap, would you mind going down to the corner convenience store and buying me a scratch-off lottery ticket? And I'll send you the money. Just go ahead and get that
You
for me
pick it out.
while you're on a streak.
I don't usually win those kinds of things. This was kind of a first for me too. So.
Well, and I don't either. I'm just, of course, being facetious. Hey, do you have a question you said for us, Gary?
Yeah, I was thinking of it while I was driving. Since I'm in Texas, we got a ton of lakes. There's a lot of fishing and stuff down here, and I was thinking I don't know how many people know that Toledo Bend's like the largest freshwater lake that borders Texas, but do you happen to – I guess I'll give you like a two-part – can I give you a two-part question?
Yeah.
What is the largest freshwater lake that is entirely in Texas? And then what lake holds the state record for the largest bass in Texas?
Oh, wow. Would the largest freshwater lake be one of those reservoirs up around Dallas?
It is a reservoir, but it's not around Dallas.
Okay.
It's actually close to where I'm at. So
Okay. It's a reservoir though. Wow. I don't know what. Tell us what it is.
Named after a famous person. It's Lake Sam Rayburn Reservoir.
Okay.
Oh,
Sam
good.
Rayburn. Yeah. Very familiar with.
Boy, he made his mark in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
But the state record bass was caught at a different lake. It's a really popular lake, number one lake in Texas.
Oh gosh, JJ.
I couldn't tell you.
Let me narrow it down. Are there any red-bellied piranhas in that lake?
I think that's the second most caught fish of that lake. So.
Come here, you little red-bellied piranha.
Yeah, you have a dog whistle just to call them up. No, we're stumped. What's the answer? And I love bass fishing.
It's Lake Fork. It's up north of Tyler, Texas. So.
Wow.
All right, I got to know if it's a 14-pounder, 15-pounder. What was the record?
Good night.
I think the state record was 21, I believe. I don't know exactly. I just know it was somewhere around that.
Oh,
21-pound bass. That would like you could like tow a boat with that fish.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Wow. Well, that's why it's a
if
record.
They caught it in a kayak, it probably towed them anyway. So
Wow.
They did catch it in a kayak?
No, I don't know that, though.
They might have tied a kayak on the line and used that as a lure. 21-pound bass. Wow.
Hey, one other question. Gary, was anybody really there to see that fish? You got some evidence?
They're supposed to catch them and weigh them and turn them in, you know.
Yeah.
So,
All right, Gary, now while Tim got this started, this guy talked about catching a one-eyed fish and was just going on and on about the size of it. And he said, "You were trying to tell me you caught a one-eyed fish?" He said, "You didn't let me finish. I thought it was a one-eyed fish until I walked around to the other side." Hey,
thank you, Gary.
Stay on the line so we can get your address and send you that cap. Boy, there's a whole lot of things happening at once for him. That's pretty good.
You know, my grandchildren are just beginning to get into fishing, and especially for something to do in the summertime, you know.
They'll get hooked. You like what I did there?
Yes, I did that. And there's just nothing like when a kid, because all of us remember it, the first couple of times you go fishing and you have that rod and reel by yourself, and you catch one, and you really, I mean, that's
you got that brim on the line, and the rod is bent, and your eyes are as big as silver dollars. And you're like,
or a bass or a catfish, or
anything.
You catch a pretty nice sized fish by yourself,
right?
Like you said, then that adrenaline starts going, and you're just like, get it off the hook, and you go, let's go again.
Yeah,
Look, my husband took me fishing when we were, I think, dating, and I was getting frustrated, just casting out there, nothing's happening. I'm not putting them in the right spot. He told me, well, we're going to do what's called team fishing. Team fishing. He said, I do the casting, you do the pulling in, because he knew right where they were hitting. So he still to this day gives me trouble because I said, me and my husband, we go team fishing.
Yeah.
Nobody else knows about team fishing.
Right.
All right, you're listening to Trivia Friday on AFR. Who's next?
Okay,
Kendra?
we're going to Stan. Stan, tell us where you're calling from.
Calling from near Fayetteville.
Fayetteville?
Okay. Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Awesome.
Northwest
Pretty country.
Well, welcome to Trivia Friday. Do you want
JJ, I saw you up here. Saw JJ up here several years ago in the Rogers-Bentonville area.
Yeah.
Speaking to the volunteers a long time ago.
Amen. Yeah, there's good folks up there in
Speaking
Walmart country.
Who was he speaking to?
Yes. Sorry?
You said JJ came up to speak to somebody.
The group of volunteers that were taking care of the transmitter out here on one of the hilltops.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, that's the AFR transmitter.
Yes,
That's what Stan's talking about here.
Good folks there, and that's some great area. We do appreciate those volunteers. We have those all over the country. Hey, Stan, you want to answer, or do both?
Let's try to do both.
Which one you feel confident about?
Tim's question about the Yoopers.
Here we go.
Okay, we're about to educate a lot of people.
Because
Stan's going to answer this question. Stan, the question I have is, in what state will you find people known as Yoopers? Stan?
That would be Michigan from the Upper Peninsula.
That's right.
Hey, nicely done.
The uppers, the oopers.
How did you know that?
How did an Arkansas boy know that?
I've spent a lot of time in the Milwaukee area going to medical imaging repair schools, so I got to meet a lot of Yoopers in the time and time around Lake Michigan. So
now, where did they get that nickname? And is it a term of endearment or a little bit of a dig?
Of a poke, yeah.
It could have been a little bit of both, I guess.
Yeah,
kind of like hillbillies.
Or Hoosiers.
I don't think they take offense to it. Now, I've never been to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, although it's somewhere I really, really want to go to, because they say it's beautiful to go around the lake and so forth. And I want to go to Mackinac Island. I've mentioned that before, so that's the place I want to go. My wife and Allison. But the Upper Peninsula is a part of Michigan that. You think of Michigan, you think about the hand, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a part of Michigan called the Upper Peninsula that's attached to Canada and Wisconsin, isn't it?
Wisconsin, yeah, it comes off Wisconsin.
I want to say it's on the Canadian border.
But Michigan claims it. Do you have to take?
Yeah.
It's
a part of Michigan. It's like the Florida Keys or something.
Yeah.
It's an attachment to. But anyway, the people who live there, who are natives to the area, they base this on Upper Peninsula.
Okay.
And so Upper Peninsula, you call them Yoopers.
Yoopers.
Get it? Upper Peninsula?
Uppers, yeah.
Yoopers.
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, Yoopers. Anyway, Yoopers is how they say it. But Yoopers. So anyway, that's interesting, Stan. How you knew you went to Milwaukee, and that you met a bunch of those folks.
Now, did you have a question for us, Dan?
Well, it could be related to the Yoopers. The other case would be, what do you call the people from the hand part of Michigan?
You call them Michiganders, right?
Well, I've heard them called lopers.
Lower Michigan.
Opposed to Yoopers.
Huh.
Lower Michigan and Upper Michigan.
The Upper Peninsula, the Yoopers call them trolls.
Do they really?
Yeah, because they said they live under the bridge. The bridge to the Upper Peninsula, they live under that. Get it?
Okay. Yeah.
It's not really a diss. It's just call them trolls. Trolls live under the bridge. Maybe it is a diss. I don't know. But anyway.
Well, hey, nicely done there, Stan. What's your question for us?
Well, living here near Fayetteville and the University of Arkansas, which are known as the Razorbacks, but before they were called the Razorbacks, what were they called?
I'll take this one. A lot of people don't know this. They were called the red-bellied piranhas. And instead of like having a cheese on their head like they did in Green Bay, they'd have these big old, like the Billy Bob teeth, but they look like razors.
And fans would just start barking?
They'd start barking, barking when there'd be a touchdown.
Right, but you don't want a bunch of those people drinking. You know what I'm saying? Around that could get
for every reason,
but not a very good family.
No, we don't know. Do you guys know the answer? We don't know.
What were they called before they called Razorbacks?
Razorback. Boy, I tell you, Razorback.
The Arkansas Razorbacks have been forever.
Pretty popular.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that came about in about 1910 after they beat LSU, and the coach gave them the name Razorbacks, that they played like a bunch of wild Razorback hogs. But before that, when the school was founded in 1894, they were actually called the Cardinals.
Really?
Wow.
And thus the cardinal red.
Oh, yeah,
red.
Yeah, I like Razorbacks better for Arkansas because that's more ferocious, you know.
There you go.
Than a Cardinal. Cardinal is okay for baseball. But.
And everybody tweeting, you sound like that obnoxious guy from Vanderbilt that was whistling, driving everybody crazy. You don't need a bunch of fans whistling. That suey, that's got a real ring to it.
Yeah, I don't know about the pig suey thing. I've heard it forever. It's just like I would.
Said the Mississippi State.
I know. I would try. I'd ring a cowbell for it. So anyway, all right, Stan. Thank you so much, Brother Stan. They're calling in asking about the history of the Arkansas Razorback name.
It's crazy how one little thing will stick. Did he say the LSU coach gave him that?
I guess he said back in 1918 or something like that, right?
They played like a bunch of Razorback wild hogs.
Yeah,
and
it stuck.
It goes way back. Well, let's go to our next caller. We have Skip. Tell us where you're calling from.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Calling from Duncan, Oklahoma.
Duncan,
Thank you,
Oklahoma.
Skip.
Hey, we love y'all's donuts. I'll go on and say right here, we love your donuts and the coffee. So many people are buying bags of it now. So that coffee is about the best you can get there.
All right, Brother Skip. Thanks for calling. Ask, answer, or both.
Well, first I want to tell you that I guess I kind of fall in line with that other fella for a first-time caller. And
wow,
first-time caller and the first time ever trying to call it.
Wow, Skip.
Wow, okay.
Lightning does strike twice.
In one show.
Yeah. I've been listening for quite a while, but it's first time trying to call.
Wow.
And made it right in.
Hey, we're glad
Thank
you got
you,
through.
Skip, for calling, and appreciate you listening. And please pass the word there in your area.
Yeah,
a lot of people find out about AFR about
Word of
somebody
mouth.
telling them about it.
Hmm.
Well, would you like to
It's a pretty
ask?
good little part of the show too. I like this part of the.
Well, thank you.
The weekly program type deal.
Well.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer and I'm gonna ask, but I don't know the answer of the one I'm going to ask.
Maybe we'll be able to help you out there.
A lot of people do that.
Put all our heads together. Hey, what question do you feel pretty good about?
The one about the fruit.
Okay,
Here we go.
the question that Skip's going to answer is this. What is the quickest way to ripen fruit at home? It's a trick. What do you do, Skip?
Well, you put it in a paper bag or a cloth bag.
That's right. Is that what
JJ had
JJ
it
said?
written.
I got it.
You
The
put-
old
yeah.
school, they said put it on a windowsill, but they said better to put it in a brown paper bag, and you can just put it under the sink or whatever.
Yeah, tell us the why.
Ripens quick.
Do you know why that happens, Skip?
Yeah, I can't think of the name of the gas that the fruit puts off, but it's the gas that ripens the fruit, and a paper sack allows the fruit to breathe, plus maintain and retain
right.
that gas that the fruit puts out.
That's right. The kind of gas that the fruit puts out is ethylene.
Yeah.
It's which is naturally released by the fruits, and you're right. And if you put the fruit in the paper bag, it'll ripen pretty quick because it's as Skip said, it's maintaining the gas it needs to ripen.
Now, a lot of the trucks that deliver also have that gas to regulate it. I know my co-host at Hannah's Heart and her husband has Cockerel Banana, which if you live in the area, they supply a lot of the local restaurants here with fruits and vegetables. And so he told me the whole process that they have a truck that they can just, flip a switch and it's like, whoop, okay, you're right now. It is fascinating.
It puts that kind of gas into the truck so it ripens the...
Right before delivery, so they can basically control it. If you're a couple days late on a delivery, or you have to, they have a way to just really manage that.
Okay, tell me I'm not crazy here, but also sometimes when you put fruit, certain kinds of fruit in the refrigerator, don't they ripen quicker? I mean, don't they get like bananas? Don't they get browner quicker just in the fridge? I know, like peaches and nectarines, they seem to get softer quicker in the fridge than they do just sitting on the counter.
Depends on what
Somebody
heavy
needs to
thing
do
you have
this
sitting
as a test at
Yeah,
home.
right?
Not a test. Do this
homework.
on your doctorate.
There
this
you go,
needs
there
to
you
be
go.
your thesis.
Anyways, maybe it's just I just think that happens. But anyway, go ahead,
What's
Skip.
your
We're running out of
question for
time.
us, buddy?
I think refrigerating them really ruins them.
Okay,
But,
well, there you go. But in order to ruin them, you got to bypass ripeness, right?
Well, I don't know what, but
No.
it just,
Yeah, there's
I
that
never
hour.
put
There's that
tomatoes-
hour or two you can get them out when they've ripened because of the refrigerator. Because I'm right about that.
Yeah, you can cool them down, but you don't want to leave them in there any length of time. But
kinda
what
like-
I wanted to ask is, why are there no female angels in heaven? Why are all the angels in heaven male?
Why are all the angels
All the
in
ones
heaven?
Gabriel, Gabriel.
No. I know this is a little bit of a riddle. There's that thing where it says it's going to be a quiet. There's a thing where everything was completely quiet in heaven. And so there's that riddle that said that shows you there's not going to be any female.
Hey, Skip, do you have an answer to that, or you just gonna? We got to go.
Okay, have a good time.
Hey,
Have a good
was
day.
that it?
He doesn't know
was
the
that
answer.
the answer? Oh, yeah.
I just know
I heard a riddle that had that on there.
I know there have been denominations formed because of that. Churches have divided over that.
That
or
and
sadly.
the color of carpet.
All right, what do you got? You got anything unanswered?
Bananas is the number one item from Walmart every day.
Two slang names for oil. Go.
Crude. Up from the ground came a bubble.
Bubbling crude. Texas oil. Texas
Black gold, Texas tea.
Texas tea.
And then what character on SpongeBob?
Plankton.
Plankton. All right, have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for listening to American Family Radio, and we'll see you back here on Monday.